Young and the Restless spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, soap fans. Today is a beautiful Friday, and we are absolutely thrilled to dive deep into the latest, craziest developments brewing in Genoa City. Grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's unpack all the explosive drama together. I cannot believe they are doing this again. I am literally typing this up at 2 in the morning because I just finished watching the latest episodes and reading the upcoming spoilers, and my mind is completely and utterly blown. Billy Abbott is making me want to throw my television remote straight through the screen. I mean, are we even watching the same show right now? Because I feel like I am taking crazy pills watching this man operate. Billy Abbott is actually planning an engagement party. A massive, over-the-top, look at how happy we are engagement party for Sally Spectra. And he is parading around town talking about welcoming their child into the world. Let's just back up for a second and really look at what is happening here. Billy is so thrilled. He's practically floating on air, planning to marry Sally, setting a wedding date for October. October. Do you know how much time that is in soap opera months? That is an absolute eternity. But he is so desperate to lock this down, so desperate to prove to the world that he is a changed family man, that he wants to throw this huge bash to share the joy with his closest friends and family. But here is the thing that is making me scream at my screen. The baby is not his. We all know this. We saw the second pregnancy test. We saw the massive, explosive secret that Sally has been carrying around. And let's talk about that secret for a minute, because I am still not over the scene where Victoria Newman, the absolute ice queen herself, marched up to Sally and delivered that slap heard around the world. Victoria found out the truth. Thanks to Audra Charles digging up the dirt and handing over the ultimate untapped secrets, Victoria knew that the biological father of that baby is not Billy. She slapped Sally right across the face, calling out the lies, and Sally was just standing there, holding her face, sobbing her eyes out. And Billy witnessed the whole thing. He saw Victoria hit her. He saw the tears. He was furious. So how in the world are we now pivoting to him planning a lavish engagement party? Is he in absolute denial? Is he trying to stick it to Victoria by pretending everything is fine and pushing forward anyway? Or is he just that delusional? I've been watching this show religiously since 2015, and I have seen Billy Abbott do some incredibly stupid things. Remember when they tried this with his gum-chewing dark side phase where he was talking to his alternate personalities? Yeah, didn't work then either. But this takes the cake. He is doubling down on a relationship that is currently built on a foundation of absolute, devastating lies. And he wants to throw a party to celebrate it. It is the most Billy Abbott thing ever to ignore a burning building and instead decide to redecorate the living room. So, let's break down this impending disaster of an engagement party, because you just know it is going to be the central set piece for the next big sweeps event. Since the wedding isn't until October, the writers need a massive event to bridge the gap, and this party is going to be ground zero for all the drama. First of all, let's talk about the guest list. We are hearing that Eileen Davidson is coming back as Ashley Abbott. Yes, I am so here for this. I love Ashley. And the Abbott family dynamic is always a million times better when she is around to roll her eyes at Jack and Billy's terrible decisions. But think about Ashley walking into this party. She is going to take one look at Sally, one look at Billy's manic, overcompensating energy, and she is going to know immediately that this is a train wreck waiting to happen. Ashley doesn't suffer fools, and she certainly doesn't have the patience for Billy's reckless romantic escapades. I can already picture the side eye she is going to give him while sipping her champagne in the corner of the GCAC. It is going to be glorious television, and I cannot wait for her to pull Jack aside and ask what on earth is wrong with their brother. And then there is Audra Charles. Oh my God, Audra. Sally literally has no friends in this town. It's actually kind of sad when you think about it. Chloe is barely around for her anymore, and she has alienated almost everyone else. So, of course, Audra is going to be on the guest list, or she's going to crash it, simply because she loves the chaos. But wait, Audra is the exact person who teamed up with Victoria to uncover the secrets about Sally's baby in the first place. Audra knows the truth. She handed Victoria the ammunition to destroy Sally's life. The sheer audacity of Audra showing up to this engagement party, drinking Billy's expensive liquor, and smiling at Sally while knowing she holds the detonator to their entire relationship, it is deliciously evil, and I am kind of loving it. Because you know who else is going to show up? Adam Newman. He has to. Adam is the wild card in all of this. If that baby is his, which, let's be real, it almost certainly is given Sally's history, and the way the writers have been baiting the Alley fans for months. Adam is not going to just sit quietly in his penthouse while Billy Abbott throws a party celebrating a child that belongs to a Newman. Adam crashing this party is an absolute guarantee. I can see him walking through the doors, wearing that trademark smirk, and just dropping a verbal bomb right in the middle of Billy's toast. Adam has never respected Billy, and watching Billy claim his child is going to push Adam over the edge. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about Billy's other massive problem right now. Because it's not just the baby secret that is going to destroy this relationship. It is Billy's returning obsession with Chancellor. I swear, Billy cannot just be happy. He always needs a corporate war to make him feel alive. He is starting to make moves against Lily Winters, trying to target Chancellor again. This is his old addiction flaring up. He doesn't need to gamble with cards or horses anymore. He gambles with multinational companies and people's lives. And this is where the party is really going to go off the rails. Because Kane Ashby is back in town. Yes, Kane! He just got the life-changing news about being a bone marrow match for Malcolm, and he is doing everything he can to win Lily back and support her. So, imagine this. Billy is at his engagement party, feeling like the king of the world, and Kane bursts in. Kane is fiercely protective of Lily, and if he finds out that Billy is using this time to plot a hostile takeover of Chancellor and stab Lily in the back, Kane is going to absolutely lose his mind. I can completely picture Kane causing a massive, loud scene. Just storming up to Billy, grabbing him by the collar of his expensive tuxedo, and screaming at him in front of all the guests. Kane ruining the party because Billy can't keep his hands off Chancellor is the exact kind of high-stakes soapy drama we deserve. Billy is trying to play the perfect family man for Sally, while simultaneously acting like a ruthless corporate raider behind the scenes. You can't have it both ways, Billy. You can't be the sweet fiancé and the corporate shark destroying your ex-girlfriend's legacy at the same time. And sitting right in the middle of all this crossfire is Sally. Poor, terrified Sally. I know some people are loving this downfall for her, but personally, my heart breaks for her. She is carrying this massive secret. She has Victoria slapping her, Audra plotting against her, Billy suffocating her with this grand engagement party, and now potentially Kane and Adam starting fistfights in the middle of the room. The stress is going to be unbearable. Sally is a survivor, yes, but she is currently drowning in her own lies. Which brings me to my biggest fear for this storyline. The spoilers say that Sally might face a terrifying situation regarding the baby at this event. Guys, I cannot handle another miscarriage storyline for Sally. I just can't do it. We all cried our eyes out when she lost baby Ava. It was one of the most heartbreaking performances Courtney Hope has ever given on this show. If the writers push her into a medical emergency at this party because of all the stress and the fighting, I am going to be furious. It is completely believable that her pregnancy is not going to be smooth sailing. With her blood pressure probably through the roof, and the sheer panic of her lies unraveling in real time, a medical crisis is almost inevitable. But I swear, if they make her lose this baby just to punish her for lying, it will be a massive mistake. Sally makes terrible choices, yes, but she doesn't deserve that kind of trauma twice. She is clinging to Billy because she wants a safe harbor, but Billy is a hurricane masquerading as a life raft. So, where does this leave us? We have an engagement party that is destined to be a catastrophic failure. We have a wedding set for October that I am 100% predicting will never, ever happen. Billy and Sally are going to implode long before the leaves start changing colors in Genoa City. Billy's obsession with Chancellor is driving a wedge between them. His denial about the paternity is a ticking time bomb, and the sheer number of enemies circling them. Victoria, Audra, Adam, Kane means they are completely surrounded with no way out. I mean, just look at the psychology of what Billy is doing right now. He is overcompensating to a ridiculous degree. He saw Victoria slap Sally. He heard the accusations. Deep down, he has to know there's truth to it, or at least he suspects it. But Billy Abbott's biggest flaw has always been his ego and his pride. He wants to prove Victoria wrong. He wants to prove to the entire Newman family that he can be a stable, successful patriarch. He is using Sally and this baby as props in his own internal war against his insecurities. It is toxic, it is fascinating, and it is going to end in absolute tears. And Sally? She is just trying to survive the mess she made. She knows she messed up. When she was crying after Victoria hit her, those were real tears of regret. But instead of coming clean, she is letting Billy drag her into this public spectacle. She is going to put on a beautiful dress, paste on a fake smile, and stand there at that engagement party waiting for the axe to fall. She knows Audra is watching. She knows Adam is lurking. She knows it is all going to come crashing down. I have so many feelings about this. I love being invested in these characters, but sometimes they make it so hard to root for them. I know I'm ranting, but I really need to know if anyone else is seeing the absolute train wreck coming from a mile away. Are you guys excited for Ashley's return? Do you think Adam is going to be the one to expose the truth at the party? Or will it be Audra? And please tell me I'm not the only one terrified for Sally's baby. Okay, I need to take a breath and log off for the night. My blood pressure is getting as high as Sally's probably is right now. I am going to be glued to my screen for the next few weeks because this engagement party is going to be the soap opera event of the year for all the wrong reasons. Let me know all your thoughts, because I desperately need to vent about this with people who actually understand the madness of Genoa City.